Thank you, Art. Can we go to Tom Gary next, please?
Oh, thanks, Bex. And yeah, good afternoon, Jonas. Very nice to speak to you. I wondered if I could ask you about your ambitions for the first year, particularly because obviously Arsenal has such a great record historically, but has been a little bit behind Chelsea and Man City in the table of late. So do you think you can win the title next season?
I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken the job. Of course, I know it won't be easy, but I think there is small things we need to change that can make big improvements, like our ability to be more resistant against high pressure, to be even more intense in our own pressing, for example. Those things, that will all come down to small details that we need to work on. But if we can change those things, I will think that will be a big change for us, especially getting us another momentum in the games against the top teams. So I'm really happy about the squad that I have, and about the structure around the team and the investments that are currently being made by the club into the women's team. So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a challenge. But yes, I believe we can win.
Hey, Jonas, you said you believe Arsenal can win the WSL next season. I was just wondering if you could sort of sum up how you view Arsenal return to the Champions League next season in that kind of way, sort of what you believe can be achieved in that competition next year, particularly, I guess, given we saw Chelsea go all the way to the final last season.
I think it's the same to say today that if you have the ambition to win the WSL, it's the same thing to have the ambition to win the Champions League, because you need to have the same level. And that is something that has changed during the last seasons, because that has not been the truth. If we look 5 years ago, you could win the WSL, but you were not even close to competing to Lyon or Wolfsburg, for example. Now the top English teams are the one who is developing fastest. The league is the one who is developing fastest, and that also means that the best English teams can compete and can beat all the other top European teams. That being said, we have a tricky road going into the Champions League. It can be tougher going into the Champions League's group stage than almost to win the whole tournament. Because you're looking to the additions that a club like Lyon is doing now, and we know there is a possibility for us, if we advance from the first qualifying round, that we can play against them in the qualifying game to go into the group stage. I think that's just as tough as it gets at the European level. So we might as well play our toughest European games before we go into the group stage. So with that being said, we know it's a big challenge, but if we do everything right, we have the possibility to do it. So let's have that ambition.